Welcome to Card Chaos.
Come on.
We were just filling the gap while you were doing
I was paying bills.
orders
I was
or paying
paying
bills
bills.
or whatever it is.
Local card shop getting new shirts.
Big sponsors are psg.cards, Platinum Standard Grading, obviously. Official Beer Co. is now the official sponsor because I just made it the official sponsor of this podcast. Meteorate Sports and The Yard, 2389 Gold Coast Highway, which is also the home of Local Card Shop.
Yeah, that is actually.
One of our major sponsors. And what's happening at the Local Card Shop this week, buddy?
Not a lot. Just
chilling?
Just chilling. A few breaks. Doing a lot of NRL.
Yeah, I've seen you guys around a lot.
I'm loving the breaks.
With for friends of the podcast, they'd know Bailey, that card guy, or the human plover.
The plover.
He comes on. There's a little bit of news coming about the plover. There'll be a bit of a controversial photos have been taken of the plover that will be released through social media.
He's not that athlete, is he?
No.
Oh, okay, that's right. He's not an athlete, to be fair.
Mathlete.
He's not. He's not. So yeah, but tennis, Chrome Tennis came in this week.
Any good?
So
Sweet.
I haven't opened it yet, but I'm going to do a live video probably tomorrow night.
See, you know what's a good place to do a live video is this podcast.
Yeah, right.
Like,
he could have brought it in.
we could
have
actually
done it right
sit
now.
here, we could crack them open.
And then you could like use the video of that footage
showing
on your
people
own
about what other people
Instagrams
think.
and stuff. Yeah.
Doesn't think of us, does he?
It gets our faces out there.
Yeah, maybe we want to be like.
You'll get more supporters.
Maybe we want to be like that card guy.
Yeah.
Maybe
Card Baron even.
Card Baron knows.
Maybe not.
Just talk to Maverick.
Maybe not.
So what happened with the NRL? Was there any big hits?
Oh, mate, I'll tell you, as I've said, I think last week when we were on, the best product I've seen released out of Australia in a standard kind of product. Not,
Yep.
Your Supremacy and Gem for the AFL have always been great, brilliance. But as a 35-point card release, they've nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. We've hit a couple of Wayne Bennett autos.
Wanye.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah, which is fantastic.
Are they redemptions or are they
They are
actually?
redemptions.
Okay.
And he has signed. So,
He has.
yeah, so knowing how
So he hasn't
cranky
done
Wayne...
LaMelo.
No, knowing how cranky Wayne is. But they've been really sought after. A few of the Black Diamond Mojos, which are numbered to 5. We've hit a few of those. And,
Nice.
hit a beautiful Payne Haas auto.
Yeah.
And the guy who hit it was like, oh, no, he might be leaving the club and, rubbish.
Not
And
anymore.
then re-signs.
You got to love that. What about that? I was going to say bird, but that's inappropriate. What about that young lady that the card baron collects?
The card,
that's the other.
That card guy.
that
Sorry,
card
not the
guy,
card
she-
baron.
she-
The other, yeah, the other, but that
The other
bird.
one.
That
yeah, the
bird.
other
That
bird.
car, he just joined.
Hey,
There you go.
There we
here's
go.
a burning.
Well, gladly he didn't hear what we said about him before. We don't know if she's in the set.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we don't know if she's in the set because they've taken the women's autos out of this release.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look, it's a good idea because there was a lot of people that were complaining that they'd spent all this money on a box and then
Got
got a
the-
women's auto. They weren't interested in it. But now they've got a case hit which is called the Pink Diamond, and that gets you a 9-card Pink Mojo set as a redemption. But one of them is signed. No one really knows whether it's a 10th card that's signed or if it's one of the.
Has anyone
Mojo.
got it yet?
No, because they're not open for redemption until later on. I guess with the women's, the season's only just started, so probably getting their autos is
Yeah, that's
the first thing.
We've been asked, is it Wayne or Dwayne? I love Dwayne Bennett.
Dwayne, it's
It's
both.
Wayne.
It's a dual auto, so you never know. That would be cool if
Wayne
it
and
was.
Dwayne, that would be awesome, wouldn't
But
it?
it is a dual auto with Jesse Bromwich,
Oh, wow.
the captain. So
That's pretty cool.
for the first year of a club, I mean that's a massive card.
And they've massively overachieved what everyone thought they'd do.
Yeah. Yep.
Still, they didn't come last, so that's good. Recent subs, we've got a Charizard 1999 base set. What's that mean?
We got 2.
What's that mean?
Do we have to? Oh, we did.
We did 2.
Yeah.
2.
2-2.
So 2.
Two.
So we had a lady who contacted me directly and said, she said, PSG, I think I've got a card that's going to change my life. And
Wow.
yeah, she thought it was worth 300,000. So I said to her, look,
Yeah.
I'd probably hold
Wasn't
on
the
for a
first edition.
second.
Yeah.
I'd probably hold on for just a second and come in and see us. So she actually came in and sat down with us. And we looked after her and had a chat to her. And her card was not worth 300,000, unfortunately. But it is a super cool first edition Charizard.
Not
base
first
set.
edition.
Oh, sorry.
Just base set.
A base set.
Yeah.
That's the problem. If it was first edition, it might have been worth a few dollars more. But
still a very nice card.
Very nice card.
Pretty good condition too.
24 years old now.
Wow.
But we had 2, and they both graded really well.
What did you get?
She got
find
an 8.
out.
No, she got an 8. We can tell because
Oh, we can say? Okay.
She got
8.5.
8.5.
Okay.
But we
What
also
let
had a
it down?
second one.
Sorry.
What let it down?
Corners and a scratch across the surface. There was a couple of scratches
Yeah.
on the surface.
Is that because when
Like real
obviously it's a
minimum ones.
24-year-old card?
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is-
Well,
which is
it's
pretty
one that
impressive.
hasn't been played. You can tell the difference between one that's been played like in the game or one that's actually been protected. So
Yeah, her son was given a folder full of cards, and the way they were looked after was it was good, but it wasn't great. It didn't have penny sleeves and things like that. So it's probably just picked up a few little dings
on the way through.
out of the
but it's still a very nice. No, not shadowless, just the base set.
Hey
Taylor,
guys, g'day Taylor.
hey Taylor, mate, I'm doing some mail to you tomorrow, I think, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what about from last week when we had the DCE and Buddy?
Yeah, we've had a
Um,
few.
How'd they go?
Just to answer Mitch's thing, it's not a shadowless, so unfortunately, 'cause then
Okay.
that would have made it very expensive as well. Got 5 DCE cards sent into us.
5.
5.
All
yeah.
from
That's awesome.
Seagulls.
No, there's been some from a couple of places that
Oh, that's
contacted me.
all
So yeah, look
Yeah.
at you. Oh, now I have to.
They've now got to pay for them,
Yeah.
bastards. But that's
So-
all right. I'm more than happy to do that.
No, we've
Are
just.
they nice? Good in good nick?
Yeah, they'll be great. But they're going into the PC lab.
Did they get lost in the mail?
No, they won't get lost in the mail. But if you give us your DCE cards, we can always do it.
We can do that as well. So the Card Baron, I didn't even see first edition cards as a kid here in
Yeah,
Australia.
no, I don't remember ever seeing them here either.
We got a box of them. Is that helpful?
First
First
edition.
edition. Oh, we do actually. Yeah, yeah.
We do. We have a.
Who wants to open it?
I'd love to open that.
It'd be so
That'd-
good.
That'd upset so many people. Yeah. So
It was
what
one of
else?
the things that he enticed to get me here. It's like,
Really?
look what I've got. Yeah.
At least he didn't open his.
Is that what he did for you?
Yeah, that's what he
Okay.
did.
Wow. And the Cadiz. Did we get any Cadiz in?
No Cadiz.
No Cadiz. Bugger.
No
Anyway,
Cadiz.
we'll have another little crack at something today. Still sought after. Yeah, very much so. Very much so. So anyway, let's have a little push. I like pushing these together.
The short ball, Raven moves back.
Oh, we got the whole one.
Pass square. By 8 wickets. He's got two. He's done it. That is extraordinary.
Oh, he's got
Oh, you got it right this time. I was off.
that.
It bleeds my ears.
But you know what, though? You've asked for weeks to get it shortened, and Ruby Pagram, P-A-G-R-A-M, on the
doesn't.
socials. She doesn't have time because she's been too busy, is what she's
Oh, yeah.
saying.
Well, it's
She was
probably
she was pulled into a meeting. That was the only reason she gave me. She couldn't do the pugs one. I was pulled into a meeting. You
She
had a whole
was
week.
too.
You've had a whole week. Wow. Let's throw her under the bus.
The card baron's onto something there.
What, that's enjoyable? No, that's the card guy.
That just makes me want to drink a
What's a
VB.
B box of first ed?
Booster box.
Is that what we got?
I believe it is.
I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
a box with still in its wrapper.
So it's got G.I. Joe cards in it. Is that
That
what you're
just
saying?
Yeah,
makes
it's
me
a-
want to drink a VB.
We got it from Logan Paul.
We don't drink VB in this. We only drink official beer.
Yeah,
2032.
excuse me, card baron.
But anyway,
Yeah.
moving on.
The best cold beer is official.
So
There is so much on this.
this is awesome.
This is what I was doing while
What
you were
we
in the
should have
meeting.
is Waltzing Matilda.
Can we do that one at the
Matilda.
end? Because I'm fearful that you're going to bring down the enthusiasm.
No such thing.
Okay, go first thing. Tell us your Matildas.
Well, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for women's football. I'm excited the Matildas come forth. I'm excited, but that's my issue,
What?
right? The fact that they finished the best ever an Australian football team as is fucking amazing, and it's awesome. It should go down in the history books. It did, but you didn't win.
You know, my big problem today, I got a message from someone saying, what do you think of the statue out the front of Lang Park of the Matildas?
What statue?
That's what Anastasia has said that they're going to do.
Anastasia's an
And
idiot.
I said, what? They played 2 games there and lost them both.
100%. And like nothing against, they did really, really good. But at the same time, they lost. They didn't win. If they had won the World Cup, I understand all the hoopla. The fact they got fourth, understand a bit of the hoopla.
Yeah.
And even yesterday, like they got given the keys to the city. That's fucking awesome. They had a great thing. And that chick that sung at the Olympics come out and sung
Nikki
Strawberry
Webster?
Kisses and
Oh,
shit
she
like that.
didn't.
She did, yeah.
Strawberry
But they
kisses.
love that.
Yeah.
They love all the girls. They surprised them. And I said all that's really, really good. Build a statue, that's fucked up.
Oh,
Yeah, I bet that's
couldn't
a bit too
couldn't agree
much.
more.
And that's, I mean, like I'm loving the fact that I think they said something like they've had 70% more hits now on women's football. They're looking to make it an all year round sport. All this really good stuff. However, if my son comes forth in his local basketball tournament, he lost.
Yeah, but that's like with the Boomers. They were fourth for 20 years.
Yes.
Before 4-4, and now they finally got the bronze.
Rose
that's
gold.
good. Good
Yeah,
on
no,
them.
I'm hearing you.
But like, it took them how long to get there? But this is a good start. Like getting fourth and
Great
is
start.
great. But
Not taking that off
don't
them.
give them
However,
a statue.
yeah, not statue worthy.
Wow.
Or do you think it is?
No statues. But I think fourth should be absolutely
Applauded. With
Yeah.
that.
But you're saying they lost.
They did lose.
They had some good chances against England though. Those 2 goals. All she needed was 2 more goals in that last bit. She just
Yeah.
missed, but it was all right.
The
Very
Card
true.
Baron. I'm glad she's still performing. Didn't up. How do you know she's not on OnlyFans, Card Baron? Have you searched up Strawberry Kisses?
Wow.
Anyway, Spain got the win. The happiest woman in the stadium was Thor's Mrs.
Oh really?
Mrs. Thor.
Mrs. Thor?
Mrs. Hemsworth.
Yeah.
She's Spanish. It was
Is
a
she
big-
Spanish?
Well, she was last night.
Well, there you go.
She's cheering.
She was last night. That's great.
I'll give up. What's next?
No, but it was good. Spain get the win.
They did.
Did you watch it?
Nah.
Oh yeah, I know. They said something like all the people have been watching it, and then that was probably one of the least watched
Yeah.
games.
I love
Which
that
was
the Spanish
final.
princess was there though, but like, and then they're giving Prince William crap because he wasn't there supporting England.
Yeah. What about
And then-
Piers Morgan?
What about the Spanish dude that's in the shit for kissing the captain?
He didn't kiss her. Jesus.
I haven't seen it.
Oh
I haven't
my
seen
God.
it
Did
either.
they give her a bit of?
He's gone right
Really?
in, and I tell you, she's probably. Oh no. Anyway, she probably didn't appreciate
Doesn't like
it.
men.
Probably.
She's an alphabet lady.
Probably. I don't know. It's what the young people say, obviously.
Wow.
Yeah, he's really gone in for it. That was a bit surprising. I'm not going to lie to you. Seen some shit in my day, so that was that was crazy.
Yeah, that's true, Car Baron. What would you actually get if you won the World Cup?
Yeah.
Probably a statue of Anastasia because she would have claimed the victory. Moving on.
I love it. And
Very bad timing as well with the Spain president did. Yeah, that's very true, mate. You never, especially at a Women's World Cup, you don't go tongue passion the. Is that what?
Or was he
you're
the
talking
Spanish
about?
president?
No, he was the
No.
president of football. But what did the Spanish president do? Come on, Liam.
Liam
Yeah.
would know.
Get
Liam's a
the
solicitor.
guys.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's smart.
Yeah, I had
Why
this,
does he watch his podcast?
It's
I
to
had
dumb him
this-
down in the day.
It's like,
I had this discussion with him. Why do solicitors practice? You'd think they're fucking good enough to start with, wouldn't they?
they studied long enough. You
Yeah.
think they know what
Get
they're
it
doing.
right. He said, I'm not allowed to do law now because I haven't. I'm like, mate, practice now. That's it.
So the next topic, I had the pleasure last Monday on my work trip to go down to Melbourne and to watch the Boomers play against Venezuela.
We were just glad you didn't ring in.
I didn't know Venezuela had a basketball team.
Well,
Number 46 in the world.
I'm not sure that they did when you looked at the scores.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Is that the game Josh Green did his knee? I don't
Did he
know.
do his knee?
He hyperextended it, but
No, he didn't play.
He didn't play
didn't play in that game.
So he done it the game before, obviously.
Yeah, so the but yeah, no, it was pretty amazing watching all those NBA players. We had pretty good seats. We were 2 rows from the
Yeah,
front.
close enough to be able to steal a
yeah, and
steal
then
a
we
scarf.
end up walking across the court to get to the family and friends function. But the function we got to accidentally walk into prior to that because a friend of the show, Chris Anstey, was speaking at, and he
I
drove
was going to
me.
say, did you go with
And
Chris?
he drove me there, so I just followed him in. We went into the Boomers event, and
That's sick.
one thing I've always said, and I think I've even said it on this podcast, if I ever had the pleasure of meeting the
You
goat,
did. You
that
said that
I
many
wouldn't
times.
that I wouldn't be able to speak, and that I would probably go. "Buh, buh, buh, buh." Well, the goat was there, and Anstey gone straight over to her, grabbed her. Bilston's pissing himself laughing because he knew that they'll bring her straight to say hello to me. And
So did they do a Jason Ackermanis on Rob to you?
100%.
Yes.
They did.
That was great.
But
Sucked
the
in.
best thing was she come over and I said, "Oh, g'day, Lauren. Lovely to meet you." Spoke to her.
Yes.
Love me.
Winner.
Come
And
on, son.
Is there any truth to the rumor that you probably made up that the next day you ran into her again and she
I did. She knew
she
who I
said
was.
hello?
And she knew who you were. See, look at that.
All right, so
The goat knows
That's
me.
beautiful.
because you love a name drop,
I don't.
You do.
Who's my name drop?
so Lauren Jackson, you've just name dropped quite well there.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Is it true that you also ran into Dwayne Russell?
Who?
And that's exactly what you did to Dwayne Russell. You
It is.
you gave him the who.
I had no idea.
So
who is Dwayne Russell?
Dwayne Russell is a ex-AFL player and he's a media mogul in Victoria.
And had no idea who
Has
he was.
has a radio show called Dwayne's World.
Oh, there you go.
Probably
Fuck, I wish they had told me that.
probably
Could have had fun with
outrates Card Chaos.
Oh, I don't know
Just-
about that.
Just.
Yeah.
And I got told that you basically...
I had no idea who the guy was.
That's hilarious.
I still don't.
Well-
I would still trip over. And then I'm sitting there with Chris going, who's that? He goes, AFL player. I said, who's that? He goes, AFL player. And then, but I'll tell you another, my good name dropping here. I then at half time went up and sat next to Bogut because that's where Anstey was sitting.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And I said, g'day, Andrew. Nice to meet you. I'm Brett McCann. He goes, I know who you are. And I've gone,
Didn't you live around the corner
I've
from
gone,
him?
oh, shit.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I live around the corner from him. He goes, no, I know what you guys are doing on the coast with the stadium and the team and all that sort of stuff. And he goes, keep going. You're doing really good.
Hell yeah, that's sick.
And I said, so you're going to invest in the women's team or what? And he goes, come see me.
Really?
Hell yeah. That's amazing.
There you go.
Boom.
I've got the goat and the bogues.
We need like a bomb
do.
drop.
Bomb drop.
And then we got pictured on telly. We got people telling us they saw us in our beanies and all that sort of stuff.
What beanies were they?
We'll announce that in a couple of weeks. They were
Okay.
yellow and black, and it wasn't the Tigers.
Keep your ears out and your eyes peeled.
Indeed. Who's Duop Reith?
That's his mate.
Drop Reef.
Who's
Plays
that?
for the Boomers.
You were at the
Oh, I
game.
know.
No, he was at a
I'm the
different
lead
game.
in India.
Oh, okay.
So Duop Reith, yeah, scored that night. I think he scored 27 on the game I saw.
He's an incredible player.
Him and I'd never seen him play before,
No.
but him and Giddy just played so well together. They just kept feeding each other. It was pretty amazing.
Have you been watching any of the games other than that one?
I saw when they got beat by Brazil.
Yeah,
that was
that was-
atrocious.
But Giddy's passing is like next level.
Yeah, mate, watching that live
Oh my
was one of
gosh.
the best things I've seen.
I searched for that game on TV for an hour before I realised it wasn't on Foxtel.
It's a 9 gem.
It's on. Yeah,
Yeah, I know now.
yeah. I told him. He's like, "Where did you watch it?" I'm like, 9 now.
But
He's like, "Oh."
the thing is that, mate, watching the way that he passes is just and
And they're all
best
ready.
thing,
They're
he's
always ready.
He's looking there,
Yeah.
and that guy over there knows he's getting the ball.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
crazy.
just, it was pretty special.
So good.
Did they beat France? I missed the game last
Yes,
night.
they
Yeah,
did.
they were
78,
they were
74.
losing up until a minute and a half. So Dwap did this huge dunk just on top of Gobert. So he was beautiful, and he's like, "Yeah,
What's
stick it
Gobert,
to that guy."
7-2?
Yeah, he's just a knob jockey, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, but
Horse
yeah,
in the Melbourne Cup.
just smashed it on him, and then they just played good defense, got the steal, scored again.
Why is our live video paused?
And why did we pause?
Are we back? Are we back? Oh, it zoomed in on you.
We
Did he get a phone call?
Who?
no, it just paused for some reason. Anyway, we're still live.
We're still live. Yeah, so he did this huge dunk, and then it went back, and they played really well and won by. Gobert actually got it unsportsmanlike. He scored a layup and then elbowed. Can't remember who it was, but in the head, blood pouring everywhere.
Really?
Got a unsportsmanlike for it, so we got free throws and
So was it a good game of basketball? Though?
yeah, it was actually
I'm
really
gonna
good.
have to watch
What
it.
time was it on?
Would have been this
I
morning.
don't know. It was like
But it was in Japan. So
Yeah.
they're only a couple of
Oh,
hours.
yeah.
behind.
it was
maybe it was
yeah,
last
it was
night, I don't
it was just early Arvo.
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Because I know the games that are being played are in our time zone. They're just brilliant. 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock games.
What, during the World Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be
So
awesome.
it will be good.
It's really interesting though. Like Aussie defense has just been insane.
Well, having
Gorgon was saying that Josh Green is Delhi on steroids.
Josh Green's incredible. I
He
love
said-
everything about
he
Josh
said-
Green.
he said he's
and he
just
can
unbelievable.
shoot. And he can jump. He's got a huge jump. But then also
So
Thibault.
what's that make for my Tyson Beck auto Josh Green cards? Will they go up, you reckon?
Hopefully, because I've got a huge Josh Green Prism collection. So I've just been collecting them whenever I
I've got
can.
a-
Because
I've
people
got a
sell them for
huge-
like 50 cents. I'm like, sweet.
I've got a huge.
Yeah, I got a huge.
Josh
Rip
Green.
City Labs, Rip City Slabs even
Rip City
joined us.
Slabs.
Gold Gourmet Foods and Gazman Collects. What's
Gold
the card? The card guy says 2023 Leaf is fire.
Oh, he
Fire,
loves his
fire.
Leaf.
I love
The,
Leaf too.
He's just trying to get local card shop to bring some in and do a break.
Is that
of
Pop Century stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got
He's
some
trying-
nice autos in it if you
he's-
like that kind of thing.
Weird stuff. Yeah, I love weird stuff.
I like it too.
But the worst kept secret in the history of AFL.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Rumor has it, you may have started the rumor,
Oh, I didn't know. it was a
or I
rumor.
heard it, that he was signed last year. We're
Yeah,
obviously talking about
that's-
Damien
really?
Hardwick now announced today, wasn't it? Wasn't there a big
Announced today,
live
10
TV
o'clock,
Yeah,
thing?
just
The Suns coach for the next 6 years. Why 6 years?
because they need to pay him a
Why
shit
not
ton
7?
of money.
But that's what I mean. Like, it's
Why not
like
5?
I understand a 5-year deal
Yeah.
or a 3+3 or whatever. No, let's sign him in.
He probably asked for 10. They said 3, and so they went to 6. Who knows? Who cares? It's a great
Is
coup
it
for the
good?
club.
Is
Yeah,
it good?
of course it is. Of course it is. He's a genuinely good coach.
Is he a
And
genuinely good man? Do you know him?
no, I don't know him. I reckon. Well, we might get to know him. Let's just say that.
Let's do that.
Sounds
Let's
good.
do that because he might want to become a friend of the Yard. You never know.
We could do that, or a friend of Card Chaos.
He definitely.
he likes a beer.
He definitely has the income to come to the Yard, doesn't he?
He does now.
We'll,
yeah.
we'll bring him there. No, great thing. Look, the Suns are a young team, which is very similar to what he took over with Richmond, and he
Mhm.
made them into a premiership team. And I think he can do the same with the Suns. I think the Suns have got all the weapons.
They do. Do
Yep.
they have a young Dusty?
They'll have an old Dusty.
Do you reckon he's coming?
I
Ooh,
would
that would be
say
amazing.
I would say that Dusty will play his final years here.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
So yeah, Richmond. I think Richmond are going to want to just like give the new coach a clean slate. Cochin and Rewald
So you think he'll
retired.
bring a few?
I think just Dusty. I don't think there's too many others.
So is Dusty going to do like a buddy? in
yeah, just
Sydney?
come for a bit of a superannuation tour.
Love that.
So-
Love a good super tour. AFL race to the finals. There were some big wins on the weekend. However, we're going to get to it in a minute. There were a number of games that were less than a goal.
Oh, I
Yeah,
still
there
haven't
were.
done those
Yeah,
stats
there's quite a few.
It
Because that
wasn't.
Yeah,
It
there was.
was one.
No, there wasn't.
Who?
The important one.
That doesn't count. It doesn't count when one team cheated.
Lockie Neal to the Suns. That'd be good.
Lockie
Take that.
Neal to the Suns. Whoever wrote that.
There's one.
Gold Coast Carlton,
Gold Coast Carlton was one.
Swannies and Adelaide,
Yep.
two. Okay.
Western Bulldogs and the Eagles beat the Bulldogs.
By how much?
7.
That's not under a
Oh,
goal.
it's not under a goal. It counts.
No.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, Sydney and Adelaide
We
doesn't
did
count.
say a couple too.
I did those two.
Doesn't count.
Sydney and Adelaide does
Does
count.
not count. They cheated.
Who cheated?
They didn't cheat.
Sydney.
The
How did they
official
cheat?
the official
It was
did.
The official.
He
The
got
official
he got
beard
stood
cheat.
down.
Wasn't-
Why
was-
would the official be a cheat?
He got
The
stood down for
official
the
never cheats. No, the official.
The
on
umpire,
the
yeah.
umpire.
Yeah.
he got stood down
That's
for
stood
the
down.
rest of the year.
So he bloody well should.
Yeah, and they're what's the word? They're supporting him apparently.
Yeah,
'cause
supporting
someone's-
him,
Yeah.
giving him
someone-
annual leave.
I'll tell you what, I reckon they got
Worst
police
decision I've ever
escort
seen.
out of Adelaide.
Oh yeah.
Worst decision I've ever
So
seen.
just tell people what happened.
Ball goes straight through the goals. Bang.
6.
Adelaide would have been 4 points ahead, 60
Tap
seconds
tap
to go.
tap.
And then he taps the post
Yeah.
and gives it a
Do you know
point.
why?
Because he's a
Hit the
dick.
post.
It didn't hit the post. My God.
It's actually like this far away from the post. Like
what he was seeing. And they reckon that it was a player's hand hitting the padding that he thought
So you
was
heard
a
it or
noise.
something.
Yeah, but why he didn't review that is just beyond me. And it's
Because the Swans were you told me why he didn't review it this morning.
why?
Because the Swans were geniuses and played on.
Well, no,
so
no, but
therefore
he
they couldn't review.
he could have reviewed it because he's given it the point.
Yeah.
If they review it, they don't give it the point. So
Oh,
he's given it the
okay.
point, and the Swans have gone boom. Let's get out of here.
yeah.
Woohoo! Yeah, exactly. But look, it's the first time I can ever remember where I believe a single decision has changed the season. I can't remember another one because
Changed the season.
well, the Swans would not be in the 8 today if they
Yeah.
didn't get those 4 points. Adelaide would only be percentage out of the 8 with a game against
Well,
West Coast next
They
week.
would be 8th.
Who, the Swans?
Yeah.
Okay, but they'll lose next week anyway. They're playing the top team. I think
don't
the
reckon
Swans.
they will, but
I think the Swans make the finals, but on the back of this, and Adelaide have no chance now on the back of it. And they got a game against West Coast. It's disgraceful. And no, that's it. I've got my rant. I'll just hold it.
he's got his rant. He's
Oi.
holding it.
I'm holding it.
Don't let it blow up. And the Eagles.
The card barrack.
How
Can go,
does this one
the
work?
card barrack can go and sit on a pineapple as well.
Hot pies. Rob's
Pineapple.
building up his temper for the rant.
The Western Bulldogs, they're a rabble. I'll
It's-
park that as well. Park that.
Okay. We'll park that one.
Sydney Swans / Western Bulldogs.
Latrell got a 1-game expansion for elbowing, suspension even,
Yeah.
in the 79th minute. The big thing about this, though, is he'll miss the game between Souths and the Roosters, which will get the Roosters into the 8.
Into the
We don't.
So therefore, it's rigged because the Roosters own the league.
They do, don't they?
They do.
Yeah, they're the Collingwood of NRL.
They are. And there's 4 new teams for that card guy to froth over in the women's NRLW, Wests, Cronulla, North Queensland and Canberra.
So
Is there enough
will
talent?
they be the Cowboys or the Cowgirls?
Hey, that's a good point.
Because when
Don't
I when I read the article, it said North
Hang on, but
Queensland
that's-
Cowboys. I'm like,
That's
but
old news,
not-
my friend.
No, it was breaking news on
it's
the
breaking.
sports news.
Is Cronulla already has a team?
Not in the women's.
Yes, they do.
What are they call the Sharkettes?
I don't know, but there's a team.
Dolphins.
Bailey, save my ass here. I'm not 99.
Panthers are a protected species. Very true. He was doing shotguns on stage with Luke Combs. He's a muppet.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Yeah, that's old news apparently.
I'm glad
Hey, Dreamboat.
the Dreamboat has joined.
Hey.
I had the pleasure of seeing the Dreamboat last week. Cronulla is in
That's
already.
awesome.
There we go. Last year.
One job.
One
Right.
job. You only have one
You
job.
actually-
It was breaking news this time last
It
year.
was a last minute decision because you guys were in a meeting. I was
Yeah, I
like,
know.
we need something for this potty.
Yeah, I know. I had it there, but I hadn't printed nothing out. But you've done a much better job, actually. Yeah, but there is 4 new teams, so we'll just go with that, eh?
Yeah,
let's
sounds
just
good.
go with that. Yeah, I had the pleasure of spending some time with Nathan, the Dreamboat, last week, and very good man, and bats way above his weight. His wife is a very lovely woman
Oh, really?
who loves
Good stuff,
ice
mate.
hockey,
Oh, wow.
and she plays ice hockey, and
That's
we're
awesome.
looking for someone to donate. Actually, Dreamboat will pay a lot of money for his wife tickets to the NHL event
Oh, which are gone.
because they're sold out.
They were sold out in
But
2
I told her
seconds.
that I could try and get some, so we'll do it live here. If anyone gets me tickets for Dreamboat's wife, he'll pay you a lot of money for 'em. I think
Have
that's
they
fair.
missed the mark, though, with this game that they're playing, this pre-season game?
Where's it getting
NHL?
played?
It's in Melbourne. They're smart move. doing
Sold
it
out.
The coldest place in
in
Australia.
the lead up to sold out. But they're bringing the Arizona Coyotes.
Does it matter?
Oh, look, I mean, they
The
put
NHL.
the NHL put a thing out saying, oh, which Coyotes player are you looking forward to seeing? And everyone's going, we don't even know any. I just reckon they should have brought someone decent.
Like who?
Like the Ducks.
Comes down to money.
The
though.
Ducks would have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have like sold 10
Quack,
times.
quack,
Yeah.
quack. Imagine
Yeah.
the crowd doing that.
Yeah,
Mate, the
Dreamboat, I
flying-
did say I'd comp them maybe using your wallet.
The Flying V.
The Flying V.
Yeah, love it. Okay, what do we got next?
I'm going to push one.
You don't know, top right.
That's the wrong thing.
News intro.
We did that one.
Yeah, no, we did.
You just hit
Oh.
it.
You chose to press that one.
No, because I thought it was news intro.
There's really only one thing here.
Brian Gumble.
So there's a collector's market. Is
Yes,
it
sir.
on? Is it happening?
It's a 2-day event.
Absolutely, it's
2-day
happening.
event.
Yeah, stepping
Yeah.
up in the world.
Mitch just comes here to make sure we bloody mention it.
I reckon that's what
Distillery
it
Road
was.
Market.
No, he said he only
will
comes
be-
for the rant.
Yeah,
He loves the rant.
Guest speakers. Who's
it earlier.
going to be speaking?
I've been chatting to Mitch about guest speakers. I'm not going to say anything.
We should do a live.
We're gonna
card
get Mitch on.
chaos.
We're gonna
Can we
get him on.
Can we do a live card chaos from the show?
Mitch is the man to ask.
I reckon we
Don't
should
ask
do
me.
that, Mitch.
We only need
Mitch
a
is-
laptop and a couple of speakers.
Mitch is also
Like
after sponsorship. I
microphones.
reckon PSG and / local card shops should join in for a sponsorship.
Oh hell yeah! Why can't we? Can we get the beer in there? Can we be the official card beer?
Can you bring the bus?
Yeah, we'll bring the golf.
No,
buggy.
we can't bring the bus.
bring
You could
a
do
golf.
all things, mate. It's written on my arm right here.
We can bring the golf buggy though.
I just remember how the
We
bus
could bring
got
the
in there.
golf buggy and sell beer. That'd be cool. So yeah, let us know. That'd be fun.
There you
Oh,
go.
you read how the bus got to the
Yeah.
yard? Yeah.
So
There's
Mitch,
a possible actor, athletes, and artists appearance. What, like drawers or
Yeah.
singers?
And Maverick, it's October 14th and 15th. So
Yep.
2 months away.
A TCG tournament?
So Mitch, there's Brett's commitment to sponsoring the
Hey,
event.
and we
I
can do
like
a
it.
podcast for sure.
Awesome. We're in.
We're in,
That'd
and
be
we'll
fun.
do that.
Lock it in, Eddie. Oh, there's that phone call
No,
you were
no,
looking
it's
for.
not.
Oh, it's a different one.
What are we talking
TCG
about?
tournament. How do you do that live? Just people just standing around watching people play?
Like,
It'll just
No,
be
they
a game
play.
in a
They-
room where
they-
they play each other.
yeah.
type
That'd
thing.
be fun. Plenty of vendors, cards, toys, comics, bunch of geeky stuff. Love that shit. Want to find out more? Go to @the.collectors.market on the gram.
on the
Yes,
ground.
sir.
There's also
On the
another
ground.
another one coming up shortly after that one as well.
Has that been announced yet, though? I know they put out some.
Yeah,
would
it
anyone
has.
Be
Testers.
interested?
Well, no, it's definitely happening. I've been in discussions with the guy. I can't remember his name.
Barry,
No, it's not Barry. Bob.
Bob the
It's
card guy.
Brian. It's Brian.
They got 60 vendors at the car collectors market.
Yeah, and
Is
if it's
Brian's going to be that big?
no, the collector's market's a winner. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's great, but
So
I like Mitch.
It's a knockout. That's the name of the game.
That was a great show.
Oh, it was good.
Fiona McDonald and Billy J. Smith.
And Billy.
See, that's nice and quick.
Yeah, I know. Thanks,
Oh,
Rubes.
I can't even sing that one now because it's so short.
Can we just scratch most? Don't scratch most of it.
It's
Let's
up to you.
On the top of this list should be Aussie Ange winning his first game in the EPL.
Love that.
I missed that. So yes.
Not only did he win his first game as Tottenham manager,
Yep.
but they gave Manchester United a smacking
Love that.
on the bottom.
Schmacker.
2-0, big win for Ange, and the people in Tottenham are starting to warm to him, I guess.
Yeah, they were.
They were dead set serious.
He
thought
lost his main striker too.
Yeah, Harry Kane.
Harry
Gone,
went
walked out.
gone.
Where's Liam when I need him? Liam could give me some really good facts about soccer.
Yeah.
They kicked the
West
ball in
Ham
on goal.
had a win for Liam. I'm getting all over this shit.
Look at you go.
I know. I sat up at midnight and watched Liverpool beat another team,
And
Bournemouth.
let me ask, is this because you watched the Women's World Cup that you now watch this football? No, I'm true. Ask a
Yeah.
question.
You know what? The answer is yes.
Yeah, I thought it would
Because I was watching that and then I thought, shit, I need Optus Sports. So Liam and I at the up in Brizzy signed up for me for Optus Sports. And then I realised I watched the EPL.
Mm.
So I watched it.
That's cool.
And it was
But
good.
no, it's really interesting because I find I fell in love with football, soccer, when I watched my first game, which was with Gianfranco Zola at Chelsea. That's the reason I became a Chelsea fan, just because the talent and skill of that guy was insane. I watched Sam Kerr. The difference in quality that she has with her feet compared to 90% of the women that were in that World Cup is unbelievable.
Yep.
So, yeah, no, it's good you did that. So, Aussies abroad at the moment, Steve Smith, Pat Cummings, Mitchell Stark, all ruled out of the T20N ODIs in South Africa. Is that because they didn't want to go to South Africa because they can't take sandpaper anymore?
I think Pat
Next,
Cummings is
keep it-
No, but
apparently
do you
still
think
going.
it's actually got something to do with it? Do you reckon
No.
that's why Steve Smith's
Not
not
at all. Not at all.
I just registered what you said.
Not at all.
Is
Mitch Marsh being captain's a big story, though.
That's a massive story.
It's fantastic because here's a bloke who came
He
on
wasn't even in a team like, what, a year ago?
Well, and he came out on in a press conference and said, "Hi guys, my name's Mitch Marsh. I know I'm the most hated person in Australia." when he was putting the team ahead of someone else, whatever it was, the guy's got an amazing sense of humour and is apparently one of the best team men that you'll ever come across. So
Love that.
it's great to see him being given this opportunity.
Do you think that might be a potential long-term?
In the one day, I think it should be because I think that having Pat Cummins captain everything is just ridiculous. It's too much, too hard for
is.
him. So
In my opinion,
yeah, give it to
having
us.
Pat Cummins captain any of the teams is ridiculous.
Let's,
I don't think he should be the Australian
yeah.
captain.
I don't know.
And I didn't agree with it at first. I thought he was a good guy, was a good choice. However, I think a fast bowler being
Yeah, that's the
the
issue.
captain is the issue.
Yeah.
That's I just think you need to be either standing at
First slip.
first slip or silly mid off,
Yeah.
silly mid on. You just need to be around the bat.
Yeah.
You need to be there at all times, seeing the whole game.
Yeah.
Wicket keeper even. I don't
Yeah,
mind a
the
wicket
top
being a
people.
captain.
Yeah, I think it's just as hard though with the keeper. I agree. I think that Steve Smith is the one that bloody captains the team anyway.
He does.
So on the field, and then off field, he's a figurehead. Pat Cummins and
Well, off the field,
tosses
it's
a
the
coin.
coach, isn't it? Really,
Yeah,
that does a lot of that stuff. So,
Yeah.
but good luck to him. And Mitch Marsh, I really hope he's very successful. Jock Landale is confirmed that he has a lateral ankle ligament injury and he's been ruled out of the World Cup, which is
Yeah.
a shame. I don't know if you guys got to hear that interview that he did with Anstey and Wertho on
the
Has
potty?
Been Hoops podcast.
I haven't heard it, no.
Yeah, it was really good. So he sounds like a really good guy. Pugs for captain.
Sweet,
Wow.
yeah, because I know my cricket.
You do, you know boats, mate. You
Yeah.
know boats.
You got to know when to hold 'em,
When to hold 'em,
know when to fold 'em,
when to fold 'em,
know when to walk away, and know when to run.
you better count your... That's such a good song. Okay, let me ask, I know it's not on here, but I'm going to ask the question. Do you believe it's true that the Blind Side families didn't really adopt
That
that?
It was actually going to be on there.
Oh.
that was on my list.
I thought I did have it on there. No, I
Anyway,
don't.
it is on there now because I
Yeah.
asked the question.
No, my
Do
thing
you
was
think it's fake? Do you think it's just Obi
Well,
Toppin or whatever his name is?
Michael Orr.
Yeah.
Close.
But why would he come out and say it?
Now,
20 years later. Oh, apparently he only at the start of this year found out that he wasn't officially adopted, which he
Oh, so he's
originally
only
thought
just
he was.
learnt.
Yeah, he's only, and that's
what,
why
they
he came
didn't do
out.
the paperwork or something
Yeah, he reckons it was all just for
for the TV?
clout chasing. Yeah, to get money in the movies and all that kind of thing.
My question around it was more with that stupid trading card.
Yeah, it's gone, that was the
$1
reason I
to
raised the question.
$250.
So I've got a heap, or I had a heap of them. I'm
Oh,
not sure whether I
The
still
John
have.
Morant one?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
With,
they're in the front row.
with
That's-
Dolph.
Yeah,
What's young
with the
Dolph?
rapper dude.
and he
who's dead,
died.
and some other dude.
But
that's
that's
not
like the Menendez brothers in that
Ah,
Mark Jackson
Jackson.
card.
I know, but you know that I put one of those up on eBay after when they exploded.
Yeah.
And eBay took it down, saying you can't profit off criminals.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's where you just put it up without putting
Yeah, I
the
know.
thing. People still
I
buy
just
it.
went to Facebook.
Seagulls
and
Cards joined us, people.
Hey,
have a
Nashy,
big
Nash,
cheer.
Nash, Nash, Nashy, Nash, Nash, Nash.
Okay, MJ Trading Cards, amazing pull. What have they pulled?
Oh, yeah.
So they were doing a break, and they had this. It's like a fat pack, and they're just like, "What is this?" So he's opened it up.
What
and it
sort of cards were they?
was 22, 23 Chronicles.
Okay,
Yeah.
love.
So he's opened it up, and then he's just like, "Okay, there's a whole bunch of extra cards in this," and he's going through the cards, and then all of a sudden he gets a Chet auto, Paolo auto, Keegan Murray auto, Chet auto, another Paolo auto, number to 25, Chet auto. Like he's
There's
just
Anthony Edwards as well.
yeah, Anthony Edwards auto, all in one pack. So obviously in the sorting, it's just chucked all these autos in one pack.
Wow.
So there's 47 boxes without an auto.
Because they're
this
all
one
that.
got- yeah.
That's so
But
funny.
yeah, the video is so you just watch this video like what? He's just going through them, and they're not bum players either. There's 3 Chets, 2 Keegan Murrays, 2 Paolos, an Ant-Man, Shadeen Sharpe, and Matherin from the Indiana Pacers.
That's insane.
Yeah. So
Sorry, I was just reading that the collector's markers just put. What about the fact that some people are saying Sandra Bullock
should be stripped of her Oscar? That's silly.
That's got nothing.
It's
to
got
do
nothing
with
to do with
Sandra
her.
Bullock.
She just made a great movie and did a great job at it.
Wow, some idiots in this world. Anyway, Airman, did you see the dunk he did over the guy for USA? He was playing for the USA a couple of days ago, and he's just done this ridiculous dunk from the free throw line. He's just gone fuck you and just gone boom.
No, I haven't seen it.
You should look at it. It's good.
Next one.
Might not be Ant-Man, but
Brett, we need you to settle down when we talk about the next thing.
yes.
Oh, this thing's incredible.
50 autos on one card.
It's a booklet.
It's not a booklet. It's a book.
It's
not-
a
not real.
encyclopedia.
It is real.
It's not real.
It is. It was.
Yeah.
It was.
They're all. It's from
So-
Topps. He like just holds it out like this.
I believe it's 14
Are they
panels.
stickers?
Sorry.
Yeah, sticker autos.
They have to be stickers.
Yeah. Sticker
Yeah.
autos. 14 panels.
But it's
And when you open up the book, it's 3 foot long.
yeah, it's it's the home run kids auto, Kings auto. It's got like Mike Trout, Otani.
So they're proper
It's
good
just-
guys.
Oh yeah. This is, and it was
What's that worth?
pulled a couple of days ago.
Wow, I want one.
Yeah.
Well-
I'd say it's just why I said.
Someone was writing that's easily $200 per auto. So if you do your math, that's quite a lot.
It's 10 grand.
10 grand, but it'll be well over that.
He had no idea. He's sitting there going, help. What's the number?
The banker can
But
do it.
another. Apparently, this is the biggest one ever. They did do in the same set, Lumineers, Topps Lumineers. They did one with 40 autos a few years ago.
Wow.
So they had to up it to 50.
That's huge.
I don't. On
what she
that,
Do you like it or you don't?
no, I think it's crap. I
Well,
don't.
how are you going to display it? That's the only thing.
Oh,
But
you know,
I don't display cards.
I'll tell you what,
personally,
if
but-
they reach out to local card shop, we could stick together, the double ones that you've got. We could like slice, and we could actually
We
put a big
could,
long thing together.
or we could just cut the card, put it into separate ones. On baseball though, what about the controversy there?
Which
so you know
one?
Zion Williams, Luka. Let's go Luka.
Yep.
Let's go the biggest player you can think of. Wanda Franco is the baseball equivalent.
Yeah, fair.
So Wanda, obviously number 1 draft pick, just an absolute beast of
Young.
a player. And you've heard what's happened.
No.
doing a Karl Malone.
Oh, to us,
What's happened?
she was 14. So he's been stood down, and it would appear there is a large chance he'll never play again.
He'll go to jail, won't he?
Yeah.
Well, you should technically.
How old was he? What, recently? Or?
Yeah, recently. And so then
He's
But-
early 20s. I
like-
believe.
in his, I can't say the words in his defence because that sounds like I'm defending him, but I'm not. But it seems like he's been set up by the mum and the daughter.
Oh, wouldn't surprise me.
So because
That's
Got-
fucked up, isn't it?
they've gone and said, give us money or we're going to expose you. And he's gone, expose me, I don't care. I'm sure he now regrets that comment. But yeah, I mean,
wow,
so
that's sad.
imagine the dollars that have been lost in the card industry on that.
Yeah, well,
It's
he was one
massive.
of the hot tickets everyone was like prospecting on.
Yeah, thousands and thousands
Mm.
and thousands of dollars. So it
Jesus.
just shows you what happens. So be careful when you're investing in cards.
Fake MJRC autos graded by PSA get debunked and taken off their registry. What's that?
So a man purchased one on PWCC a couple of weeks ago.
An MJ auto.
Yeah, 86 Fleer rookie. So it's been autographed but then graded by PSA.
And did they say it was real?
And then he sent it back to them because he wanted to get the card actually graded because it was only auto graded.
Yeah.
So he wanted it, and then he sent a letter back saying, "Oh, this is not real."
But they'd done it.
Yeah, but they done
So
it.
why don't they get called out on this shit?
Well, they
Why-
are right now.
But why
Yeah.
do people always sit there? We had this conversation earlier today about PSG. Why do people sit there now and go, PSA, I'd still rather grade with them because they're the only ones. They're fucking frauds.
Yeah, so they've gone back because there was in the original submission there was like 10 of them, and they've like delisted like 8 of the
So they've
10
decertified their own
Yeah.
cards that they've.
that they originally.
That should be front page news.
It should be, but it's not. And that's one thing that, and we talked about this morning, you're 100% correct. If anyone gets a message from me, it's probably going to be around a forum that we're going to try and
Let's bring it. I reckon.
try and establish as to what the Australian grading companies, and we're not just talking about us at PSG, we're talking about Australian grading companies and the Australian people in the hobby. What do they have to do to be recognised in the same way as overseas?
And especially when you get shit like this.
That's right.
Like, that's not just an Australian thing. That's actually the largest in the business. That's atrocious.
But I mean, mistakes happen, so we're not going to
Not 10 times.
We're not going to crucify anyone for a mistake, but
That's not a mistake. That's fraud.
whatever
Mistake
it is,
happens once.
whatever it is, right? You're not crucified, but for in my mind, for the blind followers that say that that's still the best, I wonder why. You know,
So
there's been-
I can't wait for the day
It's
that
only a
you
recent
guys
thing,
let
though.
me reply to comments on Facebook. That's
I'll let
all
you
I'm
do whatever
saying.
you want, mate.
no,
No, I
Stop.
do. I'm not his.
Yes.
You're in charge of your
Stop.
own destiny.
Stop.
Yes, mate. PSG grading is definitely on the cards in the US at the moment, and that's just
We're
giving
just-
me even more.
We're just taking that up
Still
another
on the
notch.
cards.
Do it
I like what he did there.
That's good. All the grading companies make mistakes. So BGS has lost track of its black label pop reports. Yeah, they do make mistakes, but they don't take 10 MJs, say they're real, and then when someone pays 34 grand for it, say, oh shit, sorry, and then take them off their register. That's atrocious.
So PwC have they weren't replying to the guy after he got this letter, but then he went to the news. The news lady hit up PwC, so then they commented back, and he's gotten his refund after weeks.
Yeah,
and
well,
weeks.
but it's a bit harsh
That's
on
not the point.
PwCC too.
Oh, it's got nothing to do with them.
It's got
'cause,
nothing
yeah.
to do with them. It's got nothing to do with the seller. The seller bought that card in good faith at PSA. I mean,
Of course they did.
that should be going straight back to PSA.
Mm.
If we lost someone's card or something wrong happened here,
Oh,
we
fuck,
we
imagine that we'd
compensate. But we compensate the
yeah,
person.
but also the roasting you'd get.
yeah.
It's like, why is that not out there?
Anyway,
That's my opinion.
is it out there? How?
How did we find out?
I found out from Sports Card Radio and Dan the Card Man.
Yep.
And then I looked further into it, and I found like the actual news article that was on American
So that's
TV.
what we need to post on one of these groups and say, is PSA still the greatest? Ugh, and stick that up there.
They've
and then
only
put-
they've only been known as the greatest for like the last 3, 4, 5
And then
years.
put
yeah, it
motherfuckers
was
at the
BGS
end.
before
It's
that.
BGS. I still technically think BGS is way better, but that's me being an
I
old
don't.
head.
I don't at all.
PSG is better
That's
than all
right.
of them. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, flawless case scam in China. I'm a bit concerned
Yeah,
here.
can you
Obviously,
give us this?
being a large flawless Robert Horry collector, I'm a little bit concerned that they may be fake.
No. The cards are real.
Oh, phew.
So there's a
It says fake on our run sheet.
no.
No,
It
it doesn't.
says
Scam.
flawless
It
scam.
actually does not
Oh,
say
it does
fake.
not say fake. Maybe I added that word because I got nervous.
So a group of breakers bought a case from the card world, and then when they opened it, there were cards in it that were bought as singles on Card Hobby, which is one of their it's like an eBay in China.
Yep.
And people had seen these cards before, like, hey, that card only sold like a couple of weeks ago. So they've gone, oh, we bought this case from the card world. So then the card world's coming back like, well, everything we've sold or we've bought ourselves has been strictly from Panini. So
That's bollocks, though.
So they've of this
Oh, that's-
flawless.
okay.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
confused.
So they've obviously, but there's receipts and everything that they've bought from the card world. So the card world sent the case over. So whether it's been opened on the way, cards replaced and then broken,
Maybe they nicked the Robert Horrys out of there
possibly.
just to sell them to me. Hard to believe someone actually would ruin an MJ card with a fake auto. Very true. Especially
People
a
love their
rookie
money.
card. Yeah. So what happened with the scam? Was there an outcome?
The breakers have refunded all the people that were in the break, but the card world is still saying we sent you a real case. Like we don't know what's happened since
On the way.
you bought it off us. So
Well, I mean, it could end up. They could have done it.
Yeah,
The
could have been the breakers could have done it. Yeah,
They busted the case for
because
themselves.
the case had no seal wrap over it either when they did it on camera. So
Not all breaks are bad. What's next?
Trevor Lawrence, Colour Blast rookie, PSA 5, cracked and resubmitted with BGS. It's a pristine 10.
I
not
give up
black.
because I can only imagine what's
What?
about to happen here.
What?
yeah, it was a PSA 5. Someone cracked it, sent it to BGS. It got a BGS 10. So a 5 to a 10.
What?
So,
How does that work?
so I've actually got.
So
if anyone wants to see it, it's on Blair's Insta.
normally
So it was a PSA 5, and then they cracked it, and it came back a pristine
10.
Yeah.
But normally, it's the other way around.
Yeah, for it to get a PSA 5, something has to be wrong with it.
Well, it has
Like-
to be bent.
A lot wrong with it. But yeah, it came back a BGS 10. Not a black label, but a
But
BGS
we've seen
10.
cards just today that have come from other grading companies. So we know what the.
Oh,
what it was
yeah, and
like
it
when we
came
sent
back.
it,
Yeah,
and it came back as 6.
came back a
TCG.
6, and it's definitely not a 6.
Yeah,
Who's that with?
I didn't say TCG.
Some people.
TCG.
Yeah,
I'm happy
some
to-
TCG
Mate,
company.
we're happy to call out dickheads on this show if they're actually doing that sort of stuff.
Well, we don't know
Sorry,
what-
they're not. I used the wrong word
Yes.
there. Not very good people that do shit that's bad for the hobby. If
Well,
we
we
did
don't
stuff,
understand-
I'd love people to call me out on stuff that we do bad for the hobby. If we ever did something bad for the hobby,
True.
it's not going to happen. I can guarantee that. And now Pugs is going to play some music into your ear
Oh, yeah.
holes.
Oh, am I?
Off his mobile phone because Ruby Pagram, Pagram, forgot to put it on the system because I
Had
called her into a
all
meeting
week.
and she had all week. Look at this. Yeah, don't you love how she normally can't hear us,
Yeah,
but
but all of a sudden,
she's actually
phew.
sitting there and she's going, "What do you mean? It wasn't me."
And now she's giggling.
She knows what we're talking about now.
Do you feel scared?
Of
I
Ruby?
feel a little bit nervous now.
I feel threatened.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like she's going to like try and maybe damage us.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh wow, we're actually getting high tech here.
That's why it wasn't logging in.
There we go. We're
You
going to
got
just pair up the
to-
Bluetooth because we're really highly professional on this podcast. Are you looking forward to your rant? Are you still pumped?
I am so
When you're
pumped.
unsure of an answer and you're wanting to find the reason or the meaning, find a wizard who's wise. Look no further than the pugs with gray in his beard. Every answer can be trusted, so there's no need to fear.
Ask plugs.
Ask plugs. Ask plugs.
Ask plugs.
Ask plugs.
Thanks.
Okay, so the first question,
Who
which
was that?
Oh, do we actually have some today?
yeah, we've got otherwise we wouldn't have the segment. I'm not going to lie to you. Boring segment.
It would be. Hang on.
Scotty's asked a question.
Scotty doesn't know.
What is the one card, Pugs, that you will never part with?
I've got a 1986 autoed Michael Jordan.
100% from PSA.
PSA,
PSA.
authenticated.
Yeah, he's still got the last one that's
Because
left.
I wouldn't be allowed to like move it because it's fake. If I ever got an 84 star rookie of
84
MJ.
star rookie.
I can't say 86 Fleer because I've sold
So,
3 of them in my time.
I was going to
so-
say too, but that's not in your possession. So there's got to be one in your possession. Yeah. Answer Scotty's question, please. Like,
It's ass plugs, not breech plugs.
Oh man,
I know the
don't know.
one.
I move everything.
I
though.
You don't
actually
have
know the
many
one.
cards.
What?
you've got a Jordan rookie that you wouldn't pass with autographed.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking that, but my son's one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a card.
Yeah.
That's something you wouldn't pass.
So I got a card produced by Topps,
Yeah.
and it's my son in his Kings uniform holding the ball and everything, and then I got it sent back, and I got him to sign it, and then
That's
it
awesome.
looks sick. It's
So,
actually
so
pretty
that's
cool.
one that you wouldn't.
No,
yeah.
it's not going anywhere.
That's
What about
right.
Brett's shitty Christmas cards?
Oh no, they
They're
can't go
pretty cool.
anywhere.
Yeah, because they got your name on
Who
it.
else wants it?
Yeah.
I love those. though. They're,
no-
they're actually on display in my office.
Love it.
I've got another question this one's from Brian. Brian asks about the grading process and whether the back of a card is as important as the front or not.
Yes, the back is as important as the front.
Why?
Why would it not be?
It's a cardboard. If you're at PSA, it's not.
Why?
I don't know. You have to ask PSA
Well, on
Ask,
that,
ask
because you can have a card
PSA.
that's perfectly
So-
centered, and you turn it over, and the back is way off
not only that,
So-
like I've got,
and scratches.
as a lot of people know, I collect PSA ones.
Yeah.
Some of the ones I've got, like if you look at it from the front, you're thinking there's no way that's a one, and then you turn it over and like the
It's got
back's
coffee
ripped
screen.
off or
Yeah.
whatever on it.
Mm.
But should that actually affect the?
It doesn't
Card
affect the
grading.
eye appeal, but it still it affects the card grade because you're grading that card
Yeah, but surely the edges would still get a 10, the corners would still get a 10. It'd just be the surface that doesn't.
So the surface was probably like a 0 or a 1.
If it's a 1, but should that then bring it down the whole card to 1?
Well, most places will only grade a certain amount above the lowest grade.
So yeah, if the surface is a 1, it'll be a 2 if it was with us. You
Interesting.
get 1 higher than the thing.
Even though some are 10s.
What it's
So if the corners are 10s.
Yeah.
And the sides.
Yeah, so you can only go 1
Equal
point higher
edges.
than your lowest subgrade.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
It is
I
good
don't know
to
if people
know.
knew that.
No, well,
That's
that's
something they learnt when they were this old.
Well, that's probably why Brian was asking.
Well done,
I
Brian.
don't even know where Brian's from because normally
Pennsylvania, I heard.
Brian's from Pennsylvania.
I actually went on one of these. Oh, it was the last plug. Sorry.
Okay.
on a trading card site on Facebook, and there was a guy selling a shooting machine on there. Did you see that?
I did see that.
And he adopted this shooting machine. So I've messaged him going, "Hey, legend, how much?" And he's got $800. Oh, fuck, I'll take that. Where are you based? Dallas.
Just be like, hey,
You know-
hey Dirk, can you get this for
So
me?
I said to him, "How much to send it to me in Australia?" He goes, $60. I'm
Wait,
sitting
what?
there going,
No.
What the? No, that can't be. It's
and I'm sitting there going, really? And then I went back and said, "Oh, mate, if it was in Aussie dollars, I'd take it." But I realised it was in USD. I think he's a fraud.
you know we have a
$60.
is that's the basketball shooting machine.
Yeah,
called
the
that?
shooting
What's
machine
it called?
goes-
Doctor
Dr. Dish.
Dr. Dish. So friend of the podcast, Pete.
Pete.
Pete is the authorised repairer of Dr. Dish in Queensland.
There you go.
Hey.
Didn't know that, did you?
So is he the Dr. Dish?
He is
The dish doctor.
The dish doctor. He is
The
the,
Dr. Dish doctor.
Yeah, unless he's at home because he doesn't like doing the dishes.
Mm.
So he's not the dish doctor. That's all I've got for
He
us
likes
punks
playing
today.
doctor.
He does? Well, that's too much. I can't believe I even
Walked
reacted
into
to
that one.
Yeah, bang. It's like the door shut on my face. Where are we going first? You go first.
Rob's rant.
Oh, we're going for Rob's rant.
What's on that one? That usually
Yeah, I
goes the
know.
other way, but that's right. He did it.
All right, Rob's rant.
I did it.
I'm going to rant today.
Oh, look at that.
I'm going to rant today about something that's really important, and
It's
that's
not actually on there.
Yeah. What's happened there?
Lean this way.
I can move the phone.
okay.
Now it's not even working.
So-
there we go.
I'll rant a little bit. Plugs is going to.
Oh, there he is. He's on there now.
Oh, there we go. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, the Sydney Swans and their supporters. Mostly the supporters sitting directly to my left, or as you're watching to your right.
Cheer the red and
The game was won through an umpiring error. Don't get all excited. Think about the other side of the people. The people like Crows. Do we care about Crow supporters?
yeah.
No, screw that. Let's get on the Western Bulldogs. The Western Bulldogs tearing their fans' hearts out for 125 years. They've won 2 premierships. They're irrelevant. Do the math. They win a premiership every 50 years. That is crap. And then they put in a performance against the bottom team on your own dunghill, and you just let everyone down. And I know for a fact that Western Bulldog supporters today woke up sad. Think about that, Luke Beveridge. Think about that. That's all I have. That's it.
Wow. That's you feel better though.
I do for Western Bulldog
Woosah.
supporters. Yeah, but I'm happy now.
So Chris Anstey, friend of the show, is a massive Bulldogs fan.
Poor fella.
I sent him a message yesterday and I said, "Mate, are you currently rocking in the corner?" And he come back going, "I'm going to see Luke Combs or Coombs. Don't care." Fair enough.
Okay, well, maybe they don't care.
There we go.
Well,
there we
stuff
go.
it.
So we're going to
What's going on?
He does it so well.
He
doesn't
loves it, doesn't he? It's his favourite thing of the week.
Okay, so yesterday we had the pleasure of celebrating the birthday of the Guru.
Hey.
And Rob hasn't had the pleasure of meeting the Guru yet. He should do during the university games. He is
I have no idea what's...
He is the goat.
an amazing human being. He has a what he calls the womb broom, which is his moustache, and he's one of the greatest human beings on the planet. So what I was thinking was, the Guru being obviously across multiple sports, there are a number of gurus. So what I want to do is you all have to name a guru that I will then grade for people this week for free.
A guru.
So mine, the Guru, which is Parramatta Eels winger, Eric Groth. He was known as Guru.
Oh, so
Eric Graves Senior, he was known as Guru.
they've got to be known as Guru.
No, just anything to do with Guru because I'm celebrating the Guru's birthday.
Okay, so I'll come up with a AFL Guru. Kevin Sheedy.
Kevin Sheedy.
Because I wanted to say Michael Jordan, but then I also like keeping my job.
Yes,
So
good answer.
Kevin Sheedy.
Okay,
If there was ever a guru in footy, he changed the game.
nice. I like that.
And there are Kevin Sheedy cards out there.
I've got another one. He's a cricketer. Yeah,
Yep.
and he was known as Guru Swami Bugger the rest of you, Jack. I'm all right, thanks, G.
Guru
Do you know
Rob.
who it is?
No.
Do you know who it is?
Greg Ritchie.
Greg Ritchie. He was used to be on the Footy Show, and that's who he was. So yeah, Greg Ritchie cards. We've got Sheedy cards.
We've got
Eric Graves Senior cards. What do you got?
There's really only one guru that I can think of in basketball, and that's Phil Jackson.
Phil
Well, there you go.
Jackson.
Yeah.
That's a
He
great
is.
one.
And he's also very religious,
Well, that's what I mean. Like he's really
very spiritual, very
yeah,
guru.
He's a bit of a,
That's a
a
really good
guru
one.
type.
Yeah,
And,
that's a really good one.
Yeah,
And it keeps your job. It's good because it wasn't Michael Jordan.
Wayne Carey is the guru. That's not bad for you. That was Ipswich.
Have you ever
Picture
noticed
Frame.
how Chop can bring anything down to the lowest common denominator?
Yeah,
can't he? He's
yeah.
brilliant.
Is he doing Schaefer Cure as well with you?
No, he did it years ago.
Oh,
It
okay.
just
Never
never
grew
grew
back.
back. Yeah.
That's what I was telling my son the other day. He's drinking his protein shake. What are you doing, buddy? He goes, I'm bulking. So I did that. I just never stopped. And he's there going, oh, I don't think he's bulking anymore.
Can we plug my shave for a cure?
Well, on
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Of course we can.
Ask plugs.
That's hair plugs.
That's hair plugs.
Yeah, so we're doing shave for a cure at the yard
At the yard,
on the 22nd.
2389 Gold Coast Highway.
Yep.
Mermaid
Mermaid
Beach.
Beach. So on the 22nd of September, it's the second anniversary of my mum passing, and she was looked after by the Mater Hospital, and they were an amazing facility. People that looked after her and the rest of the family were amazing. So I've always said that I wanted to do something every year to raise some money for them.
Yeah, nice.
So if we might just get Ruby to throw the link to
100%.
link.
And
onto
there's
our
actually a
socials.
picture of Rob, what he may look like with his bald head.
Yeah,
Have you showed it?
I'll put it onto my socials. That
Are you
picture.
Have you?
nervous that it won't grow back?
No, not at all. And if it doesn't, you know what? What a bloody great
He,
cause.
he looked good
and
though
he-
in that photo.
Our live video ended.
We're still recording that. Roby,
Ruby.
we died. We're dead.
The live video ended. You just
Well, it's been
started a new
great, and we'll see everyone next week.
No, it's it is for a great cause. Are we back on?
One second. We are back on, apparently. So we'll end this
Here
quickly.
we go. Sweet.
So,
Hey.
do you reckon that was your mum turning the live video off there?
Well, probably because she would
Don't
not
shave your head,
she would
Rob.
not want me to shave my head. I've done it a couple of times, but I've never gone bald.
You've never gone down nude nut.
Nah.
Are you doing like full razor?
100% full
Yeah,
razor?
nuts.
That's what I did one year as well.
And
I love that.
I will for anyone who wants to donate. Well,
I tell you,
anyone
I'm
wants
going to donate,
give.
but I would really like you to do a cul-de-sac, not full nude nut.
what's that mean?
So you just do that bit on top. So you
Well,
keep
we'll
the
do-
body, you
Oh,
keep the
Well,
body
this is
to
the
the
thing for special requests. I'll do whatever and have a photo taken like that. One of the things that I've always threatened my wife with is a mohawk.
Yeah,
so
love that.
the first bit will be a bit of a shave across the sides and then the mohawk. But if we want to do that as
Well,
well,
I mean, for a
What's wrong with the
cul-de-sac,
mohawk?
I don't know. I always threatened that I'd get it done, go and get my driver's license photo taken, then go and get it.
do you
cleaned up.
do the George Costanza? That's it. Ipswich picture frame is in for a bit there too.
Yep.
So that's the whole cul-de-sac where we just literally shave there, leave the back bit, maybe a bit of a comb
Mr.
over.
Smithers.
That'd be pretty cool.
If there was one person in this world that cared less about what they look like, it's you go a long way. So whatever people want to do,
I would never pick that about you.
I couldn't care less. Just
But
have a
that
shave
is-
once
that
every
is
couple of weeks.
It's an amazing cause, guys, and please, everyone, get behind that. We're going to get behind that from all the brands and everything that we know. And now Ipswich Picture Framing's asked for a piece of the hair so they could frame
Hey, we
that
could make
as
our own
part of
cards.
that. And we could have Rob's hair cards. That's a great idea.
we could do anything we wanted.
So we're going to do that.
it's not so great.
I think that'll be fun. So we
Yep.
can then sell those cards and we can raise some more money for the Mater.
Yep.
But
And so the link on my pages is all directly to the Mater. So when you donate, you're donating directly to the Mater. You get a receipt from them for your tax purposes and everything like that.
Awesome. Picture framing are in. Someone can shave the PSG logo into the sides. We could do that too.
Done.
Well, that's awesome.
Good job, Mitch.
Done. Love
We
it.
can do that. So any other requests we can actually do, and anyone that wants to get down there, I'll tell you what I'll do. Anyone that comes down during the period of the head shave, I'll give away free beer.
Free beer for a donation.
Free beer for a donation on the hair. You donate to him and the hair, and I'll give you a free
2
beverage.
o'clock. So it's going to be 2 o'clock on Friday, the 22nd of September.
Love it. Everyone that can get down there, that would be amazing. So really good cause and really lovely thing to do in memory of your mum, mate.
Yep.
And the fact that she killed our live feed because she didn't want you to shave your head, I love that even more. And another big thing, shout out to my mum. She watches all this. She's not doing real good at the moment. So give her a big shout out and everyone wish her well, please. That would be awesome.
If there was ever a day where the quote "be good to your mothers" was
100%, mate.
today.
100%. I think that's a really good way to leave this. Everyone, have a good look at yourself. Give yourselves a hug. Give everyone around you a hug and be good to your mums.
Catch you next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Protect your cards. wait. Go platinum. Go platinum.
That's better. Let's do.
Yeah!